Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com and I've got another Q&A video for you today. Oh, and yes, if you haven't watched me before, this is my microphone. I don't use a hairbrush when I have curly hair, so it doubles as my microphone too. So a while back I put out a call for questions on social media. You might follow me on Instagram, I'm at hairromance, or Snapchat, I'm hair.romance. And I got some fantastic questions. I'm going to put a link around here for my first Q&A video. And today's video is going to be all about curly hair. I've got a list of questions here. I've got my phone here and my computer I'm going to be reading from, and I'll just be going through them now. Okay, so first up from Sarah Kate Johnston says, my daughter has thick curly hair. What's the best cut to help manage but still keep the curls? And this is a really good question, and I should probably do a whole video about curly haircuts, but it's a really individual process. But I'd say if it's for your daughter's hair, and pretty much for anyone who wants an easygoing curly haircut, is to keep it long. You want to keep it at least shoulder length, maybe even a little bit longer if you can, and keep just with a few long layers. You'll see with my cut that it is mainly that. It's the longest my hair is it's actually pretty long when it's straight. It's down to there, and then I have a few shorter layers, particularly cut around the front because I like to keep a few layers loose around my face. And then my hairdresser's also cut in a few layers around the back, if you can see. And this will really be individual depending on your curl. Every curl shape is different, but if you go in with a couple of photos, definitely go through Pinterest and take in some photos or a celebrity haircut that you like from a magazine, and then also take in a couple of pictures of what you don't like. But I would say the easiest instructions that a hairdresser is going to understand is to keep it long with a few long layers. And that will just help keep the shape, but also make it so much easier if you want to be braiding it and putting it up, because if your daughter's still at school, the quickest way really is always just to put your hair up, especially when it's going to be doing a lot during the day. So I'd keep it long with long layers and always take photos. So much easier at the hairdresser to have a visual reference than what you're trying to describe, because it's like trying to describe colours. It's almost impossible with words. So a picture does really say 1,000 words. Question 2 by Michelle F from Instagram. How do you preserve your curls during or after exercise? This is a really good question. Oh no, I meant to put my clip here. I'm just going to get it. One sec. Sorry about that, I'm back. So talking about exercise hair, and really I've got to say I don't exercise as much as I used to, so if I'm wearing my hair curly, it does kind of dictate how much exercise I'm going to do. It's really terrible, but I know it's true that our hair can be a pain when exercising. But if you are, I highly recommend this clip. You may have seen me mention this in my hair video of how I sleep with my hair up. And this kind of clip, I'll get it in front, so you can see that actually has a flat base, so much more comfortable. It's also has like a silicone rubberized grip inside, so it's really comfortable and it really holds. I prefer this to putting my hair up because it just doesn't leave as many marks. The other trick I would recommend is to use an Invisibobble. These are like those sort of like a circular whirled band. I'll put a link below, and those are also great for exercising because they won't leave a mark in your hair. And then once you've exercised, what I recommend doing is almost like you're doing like a refresh routine like you would in the morning. In your gym bag, I'd keep a little bit of dry shampoo and also a leave-in conditioner spray or a water spray bottle. I'd probably always recommend in your water spray bottle mixing together a little bit of conditioner, just it'll help reduce any frizz that you might have in your hair. Spray that over your curls, scrunch them up, retwist any sections that look a little bit flat, and you're good to go. Otherwise, I'd always recommend just going into an updo. It's my easiest way. And when I was going to the gym a lot more, not so much now, but when I was going to the gym a lot, I'd often just wash my hair and style it wet, putting it into braids or a couple of updos when wet hair, which I found a lot quicker than waiting for my curls to dry. And then I'd probably just do my curls properly on the weekend or when I had a few clear days before I would be doing heavy exercise. But this sort of clip is what I would use when I was doing a lot of classes. So easy just to kind of keep it up. Super high impact, you might still want to wash your hair afterwards, but if you can get away with it, just clipping it up will help you get through. Oh, so another question also from Hannah Statham. Hi Hannah. She asked for more gym hairstyles. So I'm going to link to a post I've done before for some hairstyles that I recommend for working out with, and also some more tips for the gym. And Miss Steph IQ asks, please share your favourite shampoo, conditioner and styling products for curly hair. Now this could be a long list and I should probably make a whole video about this, but I have grabbed a few favorite products from the bathroom that I'm going to show you. Now, because I'm a hair blogger, I'm always testing different products, so it's really hard to ask me to pick favorites. But if I'm talking shampoo and conditioner, I'm probably going to say that Original and Mineral Hydrate and Conquer is fantastic. It just smells divine and it's a really beautiful product. And what's landed on my desk this week is Darshana now has a shampoo and conditioner. I used it today. This is how I wash my hair today, and I really like it. So I'm gonna give it a few more goes before I write about it, but I definitely like that one. And I'm also a big fan of the Darshana Original treatment, which I used as a pre-wash treatment today, which I think is fantastic. So definitely look up Darshana. They're lovely. They're such a small company with a really great ethos behind them, and I think that's a fantastic one if you're looking for a new shampoo and conditioner to try. Otherwise, within your budget, for curls, I'm often going to recommend a sulfate-free product, but it really depends on how much you're styling your hair. You might need to use a regular sulfate product as well. And often, some curly girls just like to wash their hair with conditioner. You might find that you only want to shampoo your hair, say, once every 2 weeks, and then every other time you wash your hair, just wetting it and washing it with conditioner, combing it through will be enough. This really depends on your curls. If you've got fine hair, there's a great one from Matrix called, which I have their curl cream here, the Matrix Biolage. This is the defining gel cream, which I really like, but they also have a co-wash product, and the co-wash for fine hair is also really great, and I like the one for curly hair too. That's another one of the products I'd look for if you're looking for a conditioner wash for curly hair. And then, so that's for shampoo and conditioner. Then when it comes to styling, I really like the Schwarzkopf curl cream. I also love this one. This one's living in my bathroom at the moment, is the Yarok Feed Your Curls. It's pretty much all natural, which is a great one if you're looking for more of a natural product. It's a little bit more expensive, but I really like it and I find it works really well. The Matrix one I just recommended, the Gel Defining Cream. And there was another couple, this one here. And then also, I don't mind as well this Chloran leave-in cream. I think this is quite nice on the ends of my hair, and I also use this when my hair is dry. And a little bit also, if I'm adding in a little bit of shine, this Schwarzkopf Daily Oil Elixir, I quite like that as well. And if you're looking to refresh your curls, the Bumble and Bumble BB curl range is great, and I like the Curl Conscious Reactivating Spray. I use this quite a lot. It's a great sort of second, third day sort of leave-in, but bit of a boost, which is great for sort of reactivating your curls. And there was a product I used to have, which was, I've got the Unite 7-second leave-in conditioner, which I think is fantastic. But they have a curl cream called Boing, which I think is great. I've run out at the moment. I'm using other products, but if you have the Unite Boing, that's also a great one. It's a really big range. It's really confusing, I think, for curly girls. So I'm going to try and do a full post. It's going to be massive, for like 2-hour video, but we'll see what we can do. As a starting point, I'll put links to all of these below and in a post so you can go through and see which ones you like. Oh, the other one I also forgot to mention, which I have here, is gel. It's been a real revelation for me styling my hair with gel, but I think it's made a big difference to the amount of frizz that my hair has when it dries. And I'll put a link here to my video of how I wash and style my hair, and that goes through my full curly hair routine. So next question I've got here from Annie Ditchburns, and she asks, how do you revive naturally curly hair on day 2 and 3? That's a great question, and like I mentioned, the BB Curl Reactivating Spray is great. I also will link to my curl video of how I sleep with my curly hair, and that shows you exactly how I do it. But I also recommend using either a water spray bottle or a leave-in conditioner just to revive those curls. I leave it up while I have a shower, give it a shake out afterwards, and then use a spray to kind of reactivate my curls. I'll often find I'll have a few that are looking a bit funny from how I've slept, and I'll re-wet those and just twist them around my finger just to kind of get that shape back in, and that works. And then I only need to find that I'll reshape sort of maybe 5 or 10 curls, and just by doing that it gives an overall more polished finish. And they always look a little different to day 1, but they don't look any worse. I think we're often so much more aware and self-conscious of frizz, but sometimes just go with it. They do look so much better than you think, and even the days I think I'm having a bad hair day, people still compliment me on my hair. So don't be try and make like day 2 and 3 too perfect, but the water spray, retwisting a few curls, and even if you want to just define those with a bit more curl cream, makes such a big difference, and I highly recommend that. And so next question from LG4714. How long does it take you to refresh your curly hair in the morning? Going through that routine, which I just described, probably takes me about 5 minutes, so it's pretty quick. I think the main thing is just to focus on a few curls that look a bit messy at the front and don't worry too much about the back. There's another question here about some half-up styles, which I'll go to next, and I think that's another great way. If you're finding that most of your curls look okay, I always try and do a hairstyle that makes the most of the ones that look good and then just hide the ones that are a little bit squashed. Tyler Elaine asks, I have curly hair and it's always frizzy all of the time. I feel you. Any tips, and what are some good ways I can pull it half up? So frizzy tips, okay, where to begin? Main thing is that curls need moisture. Frizz comes from either a lack of moisture in the hair or from friction. So you want to think about using more conditioner and less shampoo and doing like a few maybe treatment masks. And the other thing is, once you've washed your hair, is to really lock that moisture in. I like to use a water-based product like a BB cream, or and the other one is a gel. Something like that. You either want a cream or a lotion or a gel, and that's going to either lock all that moisture into your hair. And so once it dries, your hair stays really hydrated, and that way it's less likely to be frizzy. And the main trick as well is, if you're using gel in my curly hair video of how I wash my hair, you have to scrunch out that crunch. You just need to go through that little phase of letting it dry, and then you remove that gel cast and you won't have any frizz, and it's an absolute lifesaver. So that's it. You want to be locking in the moisture once you wash your hair, and then looking for ways to avoid friction during the day and even at night. So that's keeping your hands away from your hair, switching to a silk or satin pillowcase, and clipping your hair up at night so that you're avoiding those kind of friction frizz that's creating any problems overnight and also during the day. Like, I know I'm a bit of a nervous hair toucher, so I have to watch that I keep my hands away from my hair, otherwise I'm just creating more problems for myself during the day. So there's some tips that will really help with frizz, but look for water-based lotions and rather than oils, because oils are great for sort of defining curls, but they're not necessarily going to be the best for frizz, because oils will actually, while they'll coat the hair, if the hair's dry underneath, the oils aren't going to help hydrate the hair. So you need to make sure you hydrate the hair first before using any oils. As for some other half-up styles, I always think to try and work with what your hair's doing. I've got a tutorial which I'll link below, which is for some half-up braids, but sometimes even just twisting a few sections back. So just getting like a few bits here, like I think if this section's looking good, I'll just pin that up there. A little half-up braid, a half-up twist. This is a great idea. I'm going to be filming some more video tutorials for you, just for you. And Lilywood Nymph asks, how do you braid your curly hair first without brushing it? I don't want to frizz out from brushing, but it gets so tangled, especially if it's a day or two old. And definitely, I'm with you. Don't only use your hairbrush as a microphone, don't use it in your hair. But what I say to do is to work with your curls rather than trying to break them up. So when you're looking at someone who has straight hair and they're doing a braid, all their sections are really neat and even. When you have curly hair, it's not going to be the case. Instead of always trying to take like a 1 centimeter section of hair into the braid, you want to take a whole curl. So if I'm looking at my hair, I want to actually be taking this whole section into the braid rather than trying to break it up to be exactly what I want, because the more you break up your curls, the more frizz you're going to get. So pick up whole sections. So you'll see like my curls will sort of clump into certain shapes, and if I can pick up that whole section rather than trying to pull through and break up the curls at the end, I'll have a lot less frizz. So if you're braiding curly hair, you want to just don't worry about having even sections. The texture of your curly hair is going to make the braid look beautiful, so you don't need to worry about it looking even. And then the other one is to pick braids that actually work well with how your curls are sitting. So if you only want to braid up half your hair, just picking up one, it doesn't matter then so much if you're breaking up these curls, because you can tuck them in at the side and still leave the rest of your hair out. And the same like if you're doing waterfall braids, so that's where you want to be really careful and pick up exact curls so they can just come out and blend back in easily with your hair without getting too frizzy. And if you find at the end, if you've done like a half-up style and there's a few curls that have broken up, I just wet them down a little bit, grab a little bit of curl cream or like this chlorine leave-in cream, something like that. Just twist it around them, give them a bit more definition, and you can hide that frizz back easily in. So I hope this helps with some curly hair questions. I feel like I've talked really quickly, but I felt like I had a lot to cover and I didn't want to make this video too long. I'd love to do some more curly hair questions, and I will be filming some tutorials next. So if you've ever got any requests, just leave them for me below. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.